So news broke yesterday that Kyrie Irving's girlfriend at the time, Kehlani, was cheating on him with an artist named Party Next Door, who is part of the OVO crew, which is Drake's label. And the internet was very, very quick to jump on this bandwagon, and they did create some very funny memes, right? We're going to run through some of these memes before we get to the news that broke this morning, which takes a massive 180 and gets a little sad, but at least in terms of what happened first, the internet was quick, and this is what they came up with. And again, you're allowed to laugh at these. Before we had more information, this is what we knew. So we'll start with Kyrie meme 1. Kyrie Irving out 6 to 8 weeks with a broken heart. Oh, poor Kyrie. A lot of injury history in Kyrie's past. A broken heart would continue it. LeBron to Kyrie. I don't even blame her. I'm thinking about leaving your ass too. So hard. Continuing on, you can just roll right through these. This is one of my favorites. Francis saw some messages from some famous friends.
I wanted to definitely read J.L. Smith.
Well,
Dude,
then
don't even sweat it. Plenty of ladies trying to get the pipe.
Right. I like Bill Belichick. Cheating isn't so bad, man. Give it a try sometime. You'll like it. Cleveland, don't worry about taking an L, Kyrie. We're used to it around here. There's a few more that we have. Kehlani told me she's going to Party Next Door. Oh, JR.
J.R. Smith.
Continuing. When his girl just left him and you don't have the heart to tell him you're leaving next. Oh. God, it's just like the zoom in thing has become one of my favorite things on the internet. We continue with, I think, 2 more. Michael Jordan meme. And lastly, when you realize you're not just number 2 on the court.
Oh. There was another one that was good. It was more not to rag on Kyrie, but to rag on us men trying to pursue women. Well, not me, because I'm taking man, but maybe you in the future. It was like, Kyrie Irving is worth $50 million and got cheated on. Good luck out there, fellas.
Yeah, screwed. $17 million a year for Kyrie Irving, and that happened. So then this morning we come in, we take a look at the news, and it took a twist. And Kehlani was admitted into she's on psychiatric watch right now because she claims to have attempted suicide after all this news broke, after all these memes broke, after this internet in fluctuation. She deleted her Instagram, but people screen capped it. So these are the 3 elements I got for you. The first is a little bit more context on what happened with Kehlani and Kyrie and really where she stands with ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, where it was. So according to MTV News, Kehlani had recently come under public scrutiny for appearing in a photo shared by her ex-boyfriend, Party Next Door, on Instagram. We'll get to that in a second. The photo showed the 2 holding hands in bed, sparking rumors that she was cheating on Kyrie of the Cleveland Cavaliers, with whom she confirmed a relationship in January. In her caption, Kehlani noted, quote, "Don't believe the blogs you read. No one was cheated on, and I'm not a bad person," end quote. So Kehlani's Instagram post is this. So Kehlani, today I wanted to leave this earth, is what she said. Being completely selfish for once, never thought I'd be such a low point, but don't believe the blogs you read, as we mentioned before. But as of today, I had no single wish to see tomorrow, but God saved me for a reason, and for that, I must be grateful, because I am not in heaven right now for a reason. On that note, by Instagram with the IV in her arm healing up after her attempted suicide. And then Party Next Door posted, and this is what led to the whole, I'm Tarantinoing this clip. This is what led to the entire Kyrie is getting cheated on. Party Next Door's Instagram, after all her shenanigans, still got the R&B singer back in my bed. So basically, this goes out yesterday afternoon. The internet sparks a meme frenzy about Kyrie. The next day, after everything that I guess Kehlani saw, it was a lot for her to process. She felt suicide was the way out. It was a failed suicide attempt, thank God. And she is now in psychiatric care. Medically, I think you have to be after these things happen for about a week.
So that tweet, that message there from Party Next Door, was that before?
Yes, that's the Tarantinoing of the clip.
Okay, so the Tarantino. Like, my God, it's rough, man. It is a, I always use the term, but it's nothing better describes the internet than a pack of hyenas just like trying to chunk their way into a frenzy, right? It's like, because when you are in the spotlight, it's such a complex issue to discuss. Suicide is a very, very serious issue when people are forced to think that there is no way else to deal with something than that. And that's not. There's plenty of other ways to deal with it. And thank God no one was hurt. She was obviously taken into care and has to be looked over. But, I mean, one thing that has to be stated is you can never really understand like what's going on specifically, because all of this was taken from pictures, right? That picture there, that picture there. Like, how many times have we seen artists or whatever post pictures of the past and it sparks rumors that they're still with that person.
Right.
And that's why it becomes just a situation that's open to interpretation. Like TMZ could run an article that states that Bieber and Selena are back together because Bieber posted a picture with Selena. Like, there's certain things that could just be sparked from that. I'm not saying these rumors aren't true. It seems like they do have some substance to it, and that Kyrie was cheated on. So you got to feel bad for him as well, because I don't imagine it feels good for him. And I know there's going to be a lot of response in the media saying, which I will quote, is she's the one that caused this upon herself. She did this. Like, these are things that people will respond to. There's no denying that. Kyrie is going to have to deal with this. I mean, we can't tell what he's thinking, because he's not going to come out in the media and be like, you know what, I was cheated on, but I'm doing good. Like, it's all open to interpretation, and that's why the media can take such a harsh turn on things and make people accountable at times. But at the same time, it's a dangerous world.
The media has never understood the idea of too soon.
Yeah.
And like, things like this happen, and all of a sudden there's going to be a lot of backlash. Like, oh, look at all those people who put out those memes about Kyrie not knowing anything that could have happened. Well, you can't live life like that.
Yeah, of course.
And if you think those people who put the memes out there, for the most part, feel bad about it, I can't tell you if that's true or not, but my understanding of how social media works, zero fucks given.
Oh,
especially those who make those creative memes. So I guess the point of this is it's okay to laugh at the memes, even though you understand the context of what happened, because it's also okay to feel bad for Kehlani and all that. You can have both, the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But yeah, the media's never understood too soon. And like I said, when it comes to like how much, like as you mentioned, like the whole processing of all this and all the memes in your Instagram, and all of a sudden, you know, if you're as famous as Kehlani is, or Kyrie, or Party Next Door, and these things happen, and you get 5,000, I don't get 5,000, but if you get 5,000 or 20,000 or 100,000 Instagram notifications all about things that you believe aren't true,
yeah,
it's
hard to stop that.
It's a lot to process, hence why it led her to, I guess, delete her Instagram account. But there's the dangers of being on social media in the first place. We have done countless stories on this platform about how social media is equally a tool for greatness, as in giving people a voice, as it is a tool for completely ruining people's lives, ruining careers, and putting, I guess, people's lives in danger. So again, this whole clip, there's two best of both worlds.
Yeah,
you're allowed to do both.
I want to take this to kind of bring to light that, like, so they're famous, so we see everything that they're going through. How many people in the world have contemplated suicide because one person has cheated on them, or one person has been cheated and been caught? So the only thing that you can look at is, like, there is other ways to potentially deal with it. There is help that can be, like, because no one wants to be cheated on, man. It's probably arguably one of the worst feelings you can feel, right? And no one wants to be accused of something they didn't do, which is what I imagine Kehlani is speaking of. And so it's a really hard place to be at, because you can't hold people accountable for creating memes and jumping on the bandwagon. That's what social media is about. And you mentioned it there. If that's something that you maybe are not fit to handle, then you need to rethink about how you handle social media.
Because get off social media.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have faced an enormous amount of scrutiny because of this, and it's something that can be brought to light to look into many different situations. Because as I mentioned, how many people out there have maybe went through with this and has fallen by the wayside because they're not famous?
Exactly. They don't have 100,000 followers on their social media.
And they don't have the support for that. And if Kehlani was using that for support from her fans, then that's good if it helped her get through this tough situation. But again, this started off as a joke, and it became something really serious, because that's it. My final takeaway is that I hope that maybe people who are in similar situations took strength from what she was saying about how God had a different plan, and they will think twice about maybe taking those actions if something bad was to happen, because it's not the end of the world. I believe, to get sentimental, that what is supposed to happen will happen. If it's someone who's not right for you and cheated on you, there's plenty of more fish in the sea, there's plenty of more guys out there that will be willing. So go out there.
Sorry, there's more fish in the sea.
Fish in the sea is a
women are fish and guys are guys.
Oh, I'm really going to get attacked by the feminists. There's plenty more fish in the sea, and there's plenty of more
tadpoles in the pond.
No, who's something? Okay. Plenty of more mermaids. No, plenty of more. Yeah, mermaids.
Wow.
Yeah, mermaid.
Wow.
Nah, merman.
Merman.
Whatever I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm saying.
Comment below with what you think about everything. I think we rambled for 15 minutes more than we
did.
needed to. But our hearts go out and our laughs go out. Same. Comment below. Like, favorite, subscribe. We'll see you next time.